This week on txtNationTV, we've got the latest smartphones coming to you for this summer.
Look out, patent troll.
And a lot more news coming at you. Stay tuned. Hi and welcome to txtNationTV. My name's Rusty G.
I'm Alan.
Like I said, a lot of smartphones coming out this summer. HTC is one of the biggest ones that just released a few days ago. If I'm not mistaken, you should be able to get a hold of it on Verizon, Sprint, and maybe AT&T. I'm not sure about T-Mobile.
All the carriers.
Most of the carriers, but HTC just, if you've seen it all over the interwebs, it's basically, last year was the HTC One M7, which nobody knew it by the name of M7. It was just the HTC,
the
it's the HTC One. So now it's the HTC One M8. But I'm hearing more about M8 than I am the HTC One, so I think it's the M8.
It's the mate to the one.
Ah, that's what it is. That must be what it is, because that's all I've seen.
Come together and make another phone.
Speaking of coming together, if you've seen this phone, they do, at the very top back end, they do the same thing they did with the plastic on the back, where they merge the metal and the plastic so that the cell has a plastic place to get out and get a signal. So it's not full metal back on, but it's still a full metal phone, full metal aluminum, basically I would call full metal jacket, as it were. And it's the favorite one that everybody has been seeing and showing off is the gunmetal. So it's like a dark gray style.
Space gray.
Yeah, we can call it space gray, I guess, since you're an Apple turd, but either way. We're not going to talk about that. But anyway, so the HTC One M8, kind of cool. They've done dual cameras on the back. I think they're still doing the 4 ultra pixel camera, which is supposed to, it's 4 megapixels, but they're doing more things with
it's not
each
the
individual
pixel.
pixel.
The pixels, it's how you use them kind of thing.
Yeah, that type of thing. So they've got that as the standard camera on the back, and they've added another camera on the top, which allows for depth perception and things like that. You can change the viewing, like you can take a photo and then change the focus later.
Why? It's exhausting.
What?
to take a selfie?
Well, I don't know. I have no idea. But the front camera is still pretty much the same. 2 megapixels, I think, is standard. So I like the phone. I like the HTC One Max.
I like it too, that it's not big. It's 5 inches.
Right. So you think 5 inches is the...
Well, it's what I'm used to.
Right.
With the iPhone, and
right.
Any other smartphone before these big phablets started coming out.
Hey, Note 3, thank you very much. Anyway, so yeah, HTC One M8, which they'll probably come up with a Max M8 probably as well, because they did the HTC One Max. But I don't know if that's a big seller or not. I know a friend of mine has it. I love it. I think it's great, but I like the screen size. I also kind of like the Samsung Galaxy Mega, which just recently came over to the United States last summer, I think. But either way, so HTC One Max or HTC One M8, go check that phone out. Pretty cool.
Also a bonus, it has a pretty cool case.
What do you mean a pretty cool case?
What I mean by pretty cool case is that it's pretty low tech.
Well, okay, tell us about this case, because I think I saw pictures of this, and it was weird.
It's called the HTC One M8 dot view case.
Right.
Or as I call it, the light bright case.
Right.
If you're too young to know what light bright is, stop watching and go. I don't have time for you. Just go away. So the light bright case, it flips over the front like a normal case, like the Samsung case that kind of open up and close. But this one actually will display, like I got one in front of me right here, but it'll...
He's trying.
Say this is the case. I wish I had a light bright. That means we would actually rehearsed this train wreck. So the case is closed, but it has small holes, like the light bright.
Perforated, yes.
Yeah, all for LEDs.
Right.
So it'll show the time and dot matrix. It's dot matrix, what it is. So it'll show the time and the weather. So have a little sun, or if it's cloudy, there'll be a little cloud. If it's rain, kind of rain lines.
Right, and the case is built specifically for the phone so that it's like a cover, but then you can still see like he said, it's like the Samsung one that has the view, the view window that whenever you close it, you can get the quick updates.
Except for the view is the dot matrix case.
Yeah. So.
And it also tells you if you missed a call or if a call's coming as well. Pretty cool, cool retro look. I like it.
Yeah. So that's kind of nifty. That's what's coming from HTC. Obviously, just before that, Samsung Galaxy S5, which is a follow-up to the S4, S3, S2, S1, blah, 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 blah.
What's new on it, Rusty? You Samsung me a song about it.
Yeah, so apparently they've updated, I don't know. They've done some features that allow for better tracking with your health things. It has better processor or something. They've changed the back. It looks like a Band-Aid.
You're really selling this to me.
I know. I love my Note 3, and I just can't get away from the Note 3. The Galaxy S5 is a little bit bigger than the S4. I think they're trying to get to the point to where everybody has a big cell phone because it's no longer the size of the S3. It's bigger than the S4, but it's also not as big as the Note 3. They're very comparable. Both will have a quad core. Well, at least the United States version of the Note 3 has a quad core. The international version has an octa-core. I don't know. It's the S5.
Forbes says it's the best display ever.
Well, OLEDs, all that stuff. I don't know. To me, there's not much they can do to a phone.
But they really don't talk about how.
Yeah, to me, honestly, it's still got a 2,800 milliamp hour battery. It's not the same as my Note 3, which has a 3,200, which will last a little bit longer. But they did add in what I think is a cool feature, which I think should be inundated into or put into other future phones. Ultra power saving mode. There's typical power saving mode, which turns off some of your sync stuff, and you can set that up. But ultra power saving mode actually puts the phone into black and white.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it can turn everything.
It's like you have a Kindle.
It's like having a Kindle and everything goes grayscale. So it really basically pulls the phone down to its bare minimums to get you your cell phone signal, probably text messaging, just emergency things. So if you're down to like 5% and you still need to make a phone call, it's going to turn everything down to actual bare minimum. So that's kind of cool. I hope that that's a software update that maybe they can run and push through to the Note 3 and other devices. I just got KitKat just the other day on my Note 3. It's sad that a year-old software is just now coming to my device, but that's fine. So either way, it's the next S5. I don't know.
So don't let your products drain. Hit up our friends at GoZero.com and get you a good solar-powered battery. So you see what I did there?
I like what you did there. Nice.
$5 right in the old pocket. I'm just kidding. They're good friends of ours, though. Great company. Check them out. And just, don't let it get to that point.
Yeah, exactly. But also the S5 is also, they did the S4 and the S4 Active, which was the IP67 or IP68 rated to where it was dust and water resistant. And I'm using the word resistant because it's not proof, not waterproof.
Yeah, you just don't throw it in a lake.
Exactly. Now the S5 is standard across the board, IP67, I believe, don't quote me on that, or 68, 67, 68, something like that, across the board, standard. So that's pretty cool. The only thing is now you have a dust cover over your charger now that's built in. So I'm pretty sure, as other cases I've had before, that rips off fairly quickly and after multiple uses.
I mean, with Liquipel and all these other companies that can just make your phone pretty much a fortress.
Yeah.
Later on, there should be no reason that all phones aren't water resistant, dust resistant, shock resistant.
So we got HTC, we got Samsung, have to hit Apple.
Apple.
Yep. Apple will be releasing the iPhone 6 hopefully later this year, June time frame. Typically, that can change. They have changed it before to like September time frame. That has happened. So we're looking at sometime hopefully in June. Bigger screen, maybe.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah, so you see there, there's all sorts of, renderings and photos and things like that, what we're expecting. There's rumors out there of a bigger screen. Do you want the bigger screen?
No. I like bezel-less.
Right.
I could have an iPhone 5, no bezel.
Right.
I'll be happy with that. But like I said, I don't have bigger pockets.
Yeah. Tech Radar had a really good 3D rendering of what might be out there.
I've got an iPad for a bigger screen.
Right, but some people want that. So maybe they might go into the split version, drop the iPhone 5C, because obviously that one was kind
They can get a mini.
or that. But what if they don't want to, what if they can afford the cell phone because it's $200 on contract and they can't afford the mini at $499? You see, some people might want that bigger screen without having to go to the tablet. Anyway.
You just talk the guy into it.
Anyway, so there is the possible iPhone 6. I think one of the rumors is possible that they could go iPhone 6 and 6X if you want to go larger. Right. It won't be X, obviously. This is just something that they're creating just so they have a name for it. But whatever it may be, iPhone 6 should be around the June timeframe. So if you've got time and you're in the next couple of months of upgrading your cell phone, hold off. Let the iPhone 6 come out. Make your decision, honestly. I love the HTC One. I had a Nokia Lumia 900 before. Windows phones are great. There's the 51, or not the 5150. Which, speaking of April Fools, did you see the 3300 fake of the Windows 41 megapixel back, and then the 3300
Nokia front?
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, summertime is great for buying cell phones. Just pay attention to what's coming. Don't buy right this second. Not a good time. So, but that's pretty much the cell phone coverage. What else have we got going on?
Well, patent trolls are at it again.
Right.
There's more one troll that we kind of look at more than any of them. Personal audio, which is just this facade, is what I want to call it, of a company who apparently sell Walkmans or something like that. It's basically a front.
Right.
It's run by a patent attorney.
Right.
And just other legal people. So it's not even a real tech company. They just want money.
Right.
But they released this patent in 2012 that, let me read it here, covers the production of serialized or episodic content. Hey, welcome to episode number 50. That can be downloaded from a specific URL. Be sure to hit up txtNationTV for all your latest.
Or subscribe to youtube.com/txtnationTV.
Software can retrieve and store. We're not on iTunes just yet.
We're getting there.
But you see where I'm going with this.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's pretty much podcasting. They have the patent to podcasting.
Which is
webcasting and Netflix.
Yeah, it just sounds really vague and shady, so they can cover a lot of ground. So let's be specific on patent trolls. As Corolla, if you watch that video, talks, patent trolls basically go out and purchase these things just so they can own them and say, you owe us money. That's really crappy.
Yeah, it's just scumbags. I mean, they can come after us, whatever. But they've already sued NBC, CBS. Also, though, they won a lawsuit against Apple.
Really? Somebody beat
iTunes.
Apple? Really?
Some little thing in iTunes that they saw with this episodic kind of terminology.
Right.
They were able to, I think, to get $6 million out of Apple.
Wow. I bet Apple was ticked. Man, I would have been ticked.
Oh, they just kind of just 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million, 6 million.
Shut up and go away.
But we don't have $6 million
exactly.
just to throw away. So Adam Carolla, who has also had this lawsuit as well, has started up a Fund Anything, which is like a Kickstarter for if you've got legal fees you can't afford. So fundanything.com/campaign/patent troll, and there Adam's got a video telling of how you can help him help us, and he's wanting to raise
a lot of money. He's already raised a
he's
good
already
amount.
got $281,000.
Okay.
But what he needs for legal fees, and I'm sure this is all legal fees, not Adam Carolla just wanting to take your money.
It's like 1.5.
1.5 million just to cover the attorneys in this lawsuit.
Wow, that is absolutely ridiculous.
And the thing is, these people will go for it. They will take you to court.
Yeah.
It's just garbage.
Yeah. Speaking of other court cases, Samsung is about to go finally into battle with Apple because apparently they couldn't get the mediators to mediate and they couldn't come to common ground, and it just doesn't work with Samsung and Apple. So it looks like they finally selected a jury. There's a plumber in there apparently. I don't know if his name is Joe. Joe the plumber. Anybody remember that? Okay, maybe it's just me. Anyway, so yeah, Apple and Samsung are going to be battling that out. So that's another court case. In the future, you'll be hearing about that. We'll see what happens. We don't know just yet.
But back when that joke was relevant that Rusty just toed, as I tow this segment back up into the, over here. What's that over there? Homestar Runner is back.
Oh my goodness. So
Homestar Runner.
you guys got
Everybody.
you guys got to know this guy. I've known him for
Almost a decade
almost
now.
a decade now, and that shirt that he's wearing is older than that.
Homestar, baby,
Yeah.
is back.
Apparently, they made an update to the website. Can you tell us about it for the viewers who don't know? Maybe.
Well, this is April 1st too, so I don't know if this is April Fool's. Some people have said maybe not.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not live here. I mean, don't think that we actually write this down and rehearse.
I
this.
hope it's a joke. I really do hope it's a joke by the time you're watching this.
So yeah, as we're recording with our Mr. Microphones and Walkmans here to do this, but yeah, the last update they had was 2010.
So yeah,
It's back when that joke was relevant.
exactly. So it
But
sounds
you go to the website to the splash page.
splash page.
You remember splash pages? Fantastic. And there's like a 10-minute video of where Homestar and Strong Bad update the website. And if you watched it all the way to the end, you have a chance to download the Windows 98 theme.
Nice.
Or themes
Yes.
of Homestar or Strong Bad. Fantastic.
So even if it's not, or even if it is an April Fool's joke, good for them for putting out another video because that used to be the thing, was going to the Homestar website and watching the videos
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So good for them, even if it is a joke. It was enjoyable. Everybody remembers.
It made me happy. I mean, look, I dug this shirt out. No one has this shirt.
You're absolutely right. No one has this shirt. One last story before we get out of here, though. Time Warner and Comcast. If you don't know who these people are, you probably don't live in an area that has these as service providers. Time Warner Cable, Comcast Cable, who owns NBC, they are going to be apparently merging. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Because apparently, if they do this merger, it's like $45.2 billion. If they do this merger, they will be in 23 of the 25 major cities, including Los Angeles, New York, Seattle, Los Angeles, San Francisco. I think I may have...
All of them.
Yeah, basically, you get it. So
Basically all of them.
be wary of that.
I think that's what we call monopoly, right?
Yeah, be wary of that. Find your local satellite provider, or maybe even your local other guy who doesn't work for Comcast and might be stealing from your neighbor's cable. I don't know if you still do that.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's just condone
I'm not condoning. I'm just
run a
saying.
wire over to the neighbor's box. It's
All
real
right, so I let Alan kind of run through right here. We do not condone stealing cable at txtNationTV, and I'm pretty sure in this day and age, with it all being digital, you probably can't actually do what he's saying. So I'm just letting him run through right here, and don't really listen to him because stealing cable is bad. But BitTorrenting is still illegal, so don't do that either. But I don't know how to do that. So anyway, we're gonna get right back to the show. I can't believe I'm letting him run this
And
far
there
with it.
you
But
can split it. It's a digital signal though, so you could probably only split one box, and they will. Well, eventually Comcast will find you. But hey, in that amount of time, you got a couple channels.
either way, we hope that Google comes to Nashville sometime soon. Google is supposed to be. They actually had a meeting here about 2 weeks ago to come and talk to the city officials. So we're hoping that Google will work out a deal with Google and Nashville to become our fiber provider. I actually talked to NES. They can't cover because they don't have a gateway to the internet. It's a private network. But either way, side for side. But anyway, that's all we had for this week. Make sure you stay tuned, stay subscribed. We've got all sorts of places you can find us. Facebook.com/txtNationTV.
twitter.com/txtNationTV.
You can subscribe to us, follow us, like, and share the videos through youtube.com/txtNationTV.
Hang out with us. gplus.to/txtNationTV.
We need to do one of those, like a live hangout. I think we could get like 3 people to hang out with us. That would be awesome.
Our viewer.
Exactly. Stay tuned, guys, for more coming up in 2014. Stay subscribed, like, share, link, like.
txtNation.TV.
I've been forgetting that one here lately, even on the website. I'm sorry.
April Fool!